care of yourself is very important.
Yeah.
A part of taking care of yourself is cutting off those people. Listen, I know people are saying, oh, yeah, it's my ex, we should still be and stuff like that. The truth is that for your emotional health and for the health of the next relationship you are even going to go into, I believe that you should try as much as possible to cut forms of communication. I'm not saying become enemy with the person, right? But come on, you once had feelings for this person. So
why are you people friends? What are you talking about? You can't really be friends with your ex because you've already crossed that line of emotions and it's already very blurry. So once if you try to stay in contact and be friends with them, you wouldn't know when you start crossing that line, and it's not going to yield anything. It's just you just find yourself like merry-go-rounding around the same place. And then always consider yourself too. Everybody that says, oh, you can be friends with your ex, what if the person you are dating, it's always very sweet to say, why can't you be friends with your ex? But what if the person you are dating, let's say as a girl, you have a guy you're dating and your guy is always talking to his ex, all in the name of friendship? Will it make you happy? Will you be very, very happy about that? Think about it.
guys.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Debby.
And my name is Vik. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, we say welcome because we know it's been a while. But we promise that we're back, right?
We'll do better.
we're back.
So today, this week we got a message from someone, and we felt that we should talk about it together, and we should get your opinions as well. So the message is like this. Give me a minute. I said, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, thank you for asking. We're fine. I said, I need some encouragement. I came across a post that you made one time after you were heartbroken and then met your husband. Same thing happened to me 2 months ago, and despite several pleas, this man said no. He has moved on.
Wow.
I'm trying to move on, but trust me, it's hard. My ex was everything to me. I wish we could come back, but even if it doesn't, I want to move on. There are many people on my case, but I don't have any interest. How do I move on? This case this situation babe, what do you think?
Maybe not be in a situation where they serve us breakfast, You can say amen to that.
Amen. Jesus, breakfast is
Yeah. So sometimes it happens, right? I mean, we've all been in that shoe. If you've not been good, but even for me, I've been in that shoe also before.
You served breakfast.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It can be be difficult sometimes to move on. So we just want to look at it. I mean, how do you move on? After I think for me, one of the things that I would say that is that you need to allow yourself to grieve. Sometimes we want to move on fast and we just assume be strong, and just like people feel that, oh, don't be weak, don't show that you're weak and stuff like that. Don't cry. Sometimes you need to cry, just cry yourself out, But what I'm trying to say is that you need to, of course, you can't say you truly love someone and the person decides to just move on and dump you. There's no how you are not going to feel bad about that, right? So allow yourself to grieve, give it time.
I think from what you just said, it's just knowing that the way she felt like, I feel so sad, my ex is leaving me,
Yeah.
is valid.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody feels that way at one point or the other, after a broken relationship. So don't beat yourself up for feeling the way you feel, because most people say, yes, be strong, you have to be strong, it's broken and all, but
Yeah,
take time, take your time, cry if you need to, grieve if you need to. And the way you are feeling is always very hard, especially when you feel like that person is really a good person, they were kind, is everything to you, and then you are at that junction where the relationship is no longer, and it takes two to tango, yeah? So you alone by yourself cannot be in a relationship. So if the other person said they are no longer interested, well, there's nothing you can do about it.
That's was it.
Yeah.
That was it really. So with that, I mean, from what you're saying, it's just like we saying, accept the reality of the situation.
Yeah, accept that reality.
Don't be like, will he work out? Will he know? Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? Don't be assuming. This is the reality. The reality that the person is gone.
And they are making known to you that
the person has
I'm no
walked
longer
away from
interested.
your life. So accept that reality, because if you live in that illusion that the person is still coming, or this thing is not true, oh, he can never leave me, I know something is happening, he's going to come back, he's doing, oh, he can't find somebody like me, will surely locate me back again, I mean, that's just an illusion, that is just an assumption in your mind. And as much as if you fail to accept the reality that this relationship is done,
you won't be able to move on. I think that part is, you have to first of all sit yourself down as that, okay, yeah, this is really really happening, the relationship have ended. And well, it might be difficult, imagine having a best friend, someone you talk to every day, and then they are just not there again. So it might be hard at first, trust me, it's always very hard in the beginning, but then it might be helpful to cut off contact with that person. Yeah, because the more you talk to them, the more you interact with them, the more you feel like you still have that thing there. So it's like, so one of you is living in that illusion, like, oh, this relationship is still going to happen, where the other person has moved on. So it might be very tempting for you. It makes you feel good, of course, to be in contact with them. It makes you feel like it's your comfort place, you're comfortable always talking to them and all of that. But it is very beneficial if you just like cut off contact, so that it helps you to heal, it helps you to move on with your life, so that you are not just stuck in one spot for a very long time. Yeah,
it's something, yes. Just as my wife saying, something I would like to add to that is the fact that, you see, you need to understand that your mental health is important to you. So taking care of yourself is very important. And part of taking care of yourself is cutting off those people. Listen, I know people are saying, oh, yeah, it's my ex, we should still be and stuff like that, we can still relate. Well, it depends on how you guys broke up or whatever happened. But however it happened, the truth is that for your emotional health and for the health of the next relationship you are even going to go into, I believe that you should try as much as possible to cut forms of communication. I'm not saying become enemy with the person, right? But come on, you once had feelings for this person, so if you are sure you want to move on and build something good, you need to look into that.
Some people will say, oh yeah, you can be friends with your ex, but I'm of the school of thought that, why are you people friends? What are you talking about? You can't really be friends with your ex, because you've already crossed that line of emotions and it's already very blurry. So if you try to stay in contact and be friends with them, you wouldn't know when you start crossing that line, and it's not going to yield anything. It's just you just find yourself like merry-go-rounding around the same place. And then always consider yourself too. Everybody that says, oh, you can be friends with your ex, what if the person you are dating, it's always very sweet to say, why can't you be friends with your ex? But what if the person you are dating, let's say as a girl, you have a guy you are dating, and your guy is always talking to his ex, all in the name of friendship? Will it make you happy? Will you be very, very happy about that? Think about it.
So we're not saying become enemies, right? But we're saying put boundaries in place.
Put boundaries.
For your health, put boundaries in place. Because if you are not careful, you come back again, get so entangled, find yourself in something we call situationship, and before you know, you just go out, task it, and you're unable to focus with your life, you're unable to move on in that next phase. It's not something you don't want to put yourself into.
So take care of yourself. You can start looking for something new to do. Some people, after they break up, it's always very good for them. They start a new business, they go to the university, do a new course, engage in different habits. Just do things that makes you happy, that improves your words, makes self-development. Basically, you can do that,
yeah. So it's important. So in the process of that, my wife saying trying to build yourself, I think it's just time for you to reflect and learn. Right? Sometimes things happen in relationship, and out of bitterness and anger, we don't even try to look at what really went wrong. Sometimes you look at more of the mistakes of the person, but you don't look at your own mistakes.
Are you the person as well?
So what did you do? Can it be that the person has complained severally about certain things and it didn't work?
Some people used to talk about, everybody is always someone is a villain in someone else's story, but when the villain too start feeling about their story, they will say the person is at fault. So maybe you are the witch there that scattered the relationship. We don't know. So think about
it's important. Reflect. Learn from the relationship. Learn why did it fail, so that you can do better even in the next one that you are going into, right? You go there with the next one with a clear head, the next one more matured, the next one with lessons you've learned on what happened in the previous one and how you can ensure that such is avoided in the next one that you're moving into.
And then lastly, I'll say give yourself time to heal. As much as you feel like, this person is the best thing after jollof rice, trust me, you're still going to meet someone. For example, my husband, because when I had a breakup that time, it felt like the whole world was crumbling. You're always very sad and just feel like, what is wrong with me? What did I do wrong? Is there something I could have done and all of that? But then give it time. Don't be too hard on yourself. Even if you're finding it very hard to move on, still give it time. Give yourself time to heal. And then trust that you are going to meet someone very amazing. That at some point, I know you are saying that your ex is like everything to you. I'm sure you are looking at the future and you're like, it just fits perfectly in my future. But then you would still meet someone that you'd be like, what was I thinking when I thought this person was like everything? So give yourself time to heal. Give yourself grace. Forgive yourself, because sometimes you feel like you make some mistakes, and then you don't want to forgive yourself because of so many things. Forgive yourself. Give yourself time. It might be difficult moving on. Just embrace the process and then just go with the flow.
So I would just want to add that and as my wife said, and another important thing you need to note in this is learn to seek support or seek advice. Sometimes you can't go through it alone. Seek support from friends. If you need to go spend some time with a friend, if in case you used to live alone, just to ensure that you have that person that you constantly talk to, that support system. If you need to seek counsel, you need to seek advice, from counselors, from the mentor, somebody you look up to. You need all the support at that time, because they possibly have gone through that journey before and they will really be able to help you at that time. So if you need support, please go seek it. If you need advice, do seek it, and then I would say embrace new experiences. I know most times when you've been heartbroken before, the next thing is that you are closing your heart towards people, So you come, you say, no, I'm not interested in a relationship now, that's my own experience anyway. So
why are you pointing at me?
So I'm just saying that open your heart to embrace new experiences, right?
Because of heartbreak, I said that I was not going to date anybody again, and I was in that state when I met him. So I'm like, you're awesome. I really like you, but can we be friends?
So that's that. I know sometimes that's what heartbreak does for people. They don't want to move on. They are thinking that can this person be the same person again? Won't I get heartbroken again and stuff?
I
But
just want to be very
careful.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful, of course, but be open, have an open heart, embrace the experiences, and then trust God to lead you, trust God to help you, and trust God by the help of the Holy Ghost to bring healing to your heart, because the Word of God also brings healing. So trust Him. I believe at that time He will speak His word to you that will bring healing to your heart. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you for watching our YouTube video.
You can comment, right? We can hear from people.
Yeah.
Maybe how you are able to move on from heartbreak. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah.
And don't stop watching this video without subscribing.
Yeah. And please share with someone. Subscribe, share with someone. All right. We want to increase, engagement. We want to see how this rich content can reach out to more people. And it will be good to see that you are supporting us in achieving this and getting good content out there to bless many lives, heal several marriages and relationships.